But to them men that feel like they don't want to spend no money on no woman, they don't want to take care of no woman, I blame y'all mamas. And I blame y'all daddies for not showing y'all what a man is and what a man's supposed to do. Ladies, stop accepting these $40 ass men. I made a post on Facebook about stop dating cheap men, and I caused a little uproar for some men. But like I said, stop dating cheap men and then complaining about what they don't do. And men, stop dating women that's out of your caliber. If you're a $40 nigga, date a $40 girl. Stop trying to date a high class, top tier woman, because it ain't gonna balance.
Like you? What is this? High class woman in Medicaid butterfly glasses, a wig with a scully with a hole in the middle, and a dingy hoodie on. That's high class, y'all. That's high class. Oh, and a face full of makeup.
She gonna do too much or she gonna want too much. So date in your area. If you're a $40 man and that's all you got to give, date the $40 woman. And you got to realize what comes with the $40 woman. Not saying that money rules everything and money is everything, but you have to spend money on a woman.
What comes with the $40 woman? Well, she didn't explain. You know what comes with the $40 woman? Getting $40. That's all she's gonna. $40. That's it. And no, you don't have to spend no money on these. It be broke Keishas, right? And that's majority of them, right? That always tell you need to spend some money. And the reason why they tell you you need to spend some money is because they're poor. They're poor. Why would you want a man to spend money for nothing on you? You're for the streets. There's nothing spectacular or amazing about you. Matter of fact, you're annoying. You're downright disturbing. Who are you? I'm so glad more men are waking up and not spending no bread on these birds, to the point where if you have friends that are tricking on these birds, you need to stay away from your friends, because now it's all about the message being spread. It ain't about just you. It's about the message being spread. You around thirsty dudes that spending money, you got to get away from them. That's contagious. You got to get away from them. And you got to tell them why you're getting away from them. Like, nah, Duke, you a bird, dog. You a bird just like them. Birds of a feather flock together. And if you over there spending money on birds, you end up being a bird. Because one thing I always tell you, brothers, one thing all the time, this is what Keisha has the uncanny ability to turn one bum into two bums. That would never change. And this right here is a bum asking you to spend money on her.
That's just that. If a man don't spend money on a woman, the men who get it. We appreciate y'all, because y'all understand.
So you only appreciate them if they're spending money, and that's the reason why you're at the bottom of the barrel. Look, we got another bird right here. Look at this bird.
Look.
Men
today are so cheap. Let's talk about it. Y'all know I have a hard time multitasking, but I'm gonna try to do it. So me and my mom went to the cigar lounge the other day. I'm sorry, not the other day, a few months ago, right? And so I was just sitting down, and obviously, when I go out with my mom, it looks like we got money. That's how we present ourselves, and that's how you should carry yourself.
Yeah, remember, look. You don't actually have money, but those are the key words. Look like they have. We know they're broke, though. Watch what she's about to say.
Right? And so here comes this man, like drunk, mind you, he's so old. Like he's so old. So he knows better. He knows better. And he's like, oh, can you like take a picture or whatever? Yada yada. I'm like, okay, I'll take 3 pictures. 1, 2, 3. Bing bing bing. Mind you, he's like drunk off like his ass. Like to me, I think that is just so ugh. So anyway, so then he comes back around and he's like, oh, can you take another picture? At this point, I'm really trying to be on best behavior because what? But now you know better. You know better. So I was like, what's wrong with the pictures I just took for you? He's like, oh, the fingers are long. Dude, you need to be buying drinks and be asking for a photographer. Ugh.
What a bum. First of all, this is a bum story. Because who would talk about a drunk old dude, right? Black men, think about it. Let's say you at the cigar lounge, right? Let's just say you at the cigar lounge, right? And you're just there, and a drunk old woman come up to you and asks you to take a picture. She wanted to take a picture with you. She liked the way you look, you dress nice, and she just wanted to take a picture with you. So she could post it on Instagram or Facebook and act like she's in the mix, And then she comes up to you and asks for another picture. And you just like, listen, I'm not taking no more pictures. That's the end of it, right? That's the end of it, right? Why would you talk about anything else? Because you're not even going to remember that the next day. It's so inconsequential. It's so small, minute. You're not even going to remember it. It's not a big part of your night. Not even close to it. That was a big part of her night because that is the only guy that approached her and her washed up mom. A old drunk dude is the only one who approached you, and 9 times out of 10 he probably only approached you because he was drunk. In his right mind, he probably would have knew better. He probably would have been like, nah, these are washed up Keishas in a cigar lounge looking for drinks. And even in his drunken state, he did something. If this story is true, right? Even in his drunken state, he did something that he knew that he wasn't supposed to do, which is buy y'all drinks. Even in his drunken state. And you out there with your mother, most likely dressed like 304s, and the mother got the daughter out there thirsting to get drinks out of men. How poor is that? I'm telling you, they're poor. The concept of this video is Keishas are poor. Look, we got another broke bird.
I'm sitting in my car, and I done came up with an idea. You know how you go get your hair done, but before you get your hair done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your lashes done, you have to put down a deposit. Before you get your nails done, you have to put down a deposit, right? And if you don't show up, you do not get that deposit back. So I done came up with an idea. We should start charging these men deposit to date us. Like, we should start charging them a fee to date us. Like a 30-day trial. You pay like $1,000 to date us. So, and if they don't do right by us within them 30 days, we keep the money. I'm just saying, like, I think we should start charging men to date us. I'm talking about single women. I think we should start charging them. I think we should start charging men to date us. So, we would get something out of the deal. Like, because if you charging them to date.
Man, shut up. First of all, she's not hot. She's not dope. She's not fly. She's not attractive. What is she talking about? Look at this. Look at this. You got the weave, right? You got what is this? What is this side thing they do on the side of their head? What is the slick, the baby oil to produce baby hairs on the side of your dome. Look, these lashes are so outrageous. They're so heavy on her lids that she got one eye drooping and the other, or maybe she has a lazy eye. Cake batter on the face, masculine features. And I truly, honestly believe that they be having these masculine features because of all that masculine energy. You know, it just produce sharp, sturdy chins. And I believe it's all in the energy, man. I really do. I believe, that masculine energy start to distort their features, And look, all the cake batter on the face. She's washed. Eyes looking a little yellowish. What's going on? You got jaundice or something? She's done.
They're going to do right.
She's done out here. She's done in these streets. Who is giving... it's a rough night. If she was to go to a club, she would be the last call on alcohol, Keisha. You know what that is? Well, I haven't been in a club in a minute, a long time. Clubs, we don't do those anymore, right, black men? A lot of us stopped going in our 20s. That's how washed clubs became. We stopped going in our 20s, right? But the last call, Keisha, was the Keisha that nobody wanted. You go to the club, you be in the club, dudes who strike out with the woman that they're chasing, the woman in the clubs that they're chasing, and that last alcohol mean that the club's about to close, and it means it's crunch time. It's time to pull whatever you can get. And since nobody's been hollering at her all the whole time there, you're going to have dudes approaching her because she's the last call Keisha. That's how much at the bottom of the barrel she is in the looks department. And I'm saying that because who are you to be talking about charging deposit fees when you're not even attractive enough for any of that? And it comes from them getting gassed up in that bubble. Ain't nobody checking for it. Seriously, black man, would you date her? I mean, I advocate not to date any Keishas, not to deal with them. But honestly, even in your dating Keisha days, is this something you would date? No. This is something you get with when you down bad. You don't even know what's hot. That's how bad it is for you. You don't even know what looks good. You just picking up or dealing with whatever is willing to deal with you. She's washed. Asking for deposits. Asking for men to invest. That's what that really means. Y'all have repos. You have student loan debts. Y'all have evictions. Y'all have a lot of things going on for you that's terrible. And for them to really watch a video like this and think, yeah, this makes sense, it doesn't really matter. Because nobody's checking for them anyway. I'm going to continue to say this. Nobody's checking for them. Nobody. And that's why they come out saying things like that, because they have nothing to lose. You know why Becky and Maria won't do this on the, I'm talking about as a collective. You know why they won't do this? Because they know that the men will see them and automatically check out. The men would look at them and be like, really? All right, we out. And before you know it, you have, a large majority of Brads and Hectors going overseas. But see, Becky and Maria know not to pull nothing like this. And I'm talking about as a collective. Keisha pulls this as a collective. This is them as a collective saying this out loud when nobody is doing it. This is all imaginary work for them. This is all imaginary. It's not happening. That's what's the funny thing. None of this is happening for them. They don't have a guy paying 100% of the bills, yet they ask for it. They don't even have a guy paying 50-50 for them, yet they talking about they don't want that. You don't have that anyway. And now they talking about deposits when who is going to give her a deposit? No, most likely if a dude is dealing with her, he's going to want snaps on the petrol. He's going to want money for lunch. He's going to want money for phone bills. He's going to try to get the little bit that Keisha has. He's going to try to get her for what he got because he really don't want to be there. They the ones paying. These are some bums, man. These are some bums.
Bums.